All right. What's happening, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video, and my friend Matt. Matt, we met on YouTube in a live, pulled him on my show. He's a member of our Discord, and now he's a member of the family. So we just been chatting about the ape situation. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to come in. They'll see we live. They're getting a notification. Let me run over here on YouTube. Matt, tell everybody hello. Damn, my throat's sore.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? YouTube land. Apparently, Common Sense Investors coming up. Did you get like 3,000 hits or something on your last video?
Me?
Yeah.
How many did I get on my last video?
I think it was like 3.3 thousand or something, somewhere around there. Coming up little by little, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's
why people.
I got
Good.
I got 3 point on that one. I got 11,000 on the one for it.
Jeez.
We're growing. And we're growing because people are tired of so-called educated people who's supposed to know what the fuck they're talking about, but it grows every week. It's something different. So they just they're turning now to common sense. So, and I just happen to be the common sense investor. Talking about the ape today. I want to talk to y'all, ask all y'all's questions. I want to pull y'all on, let you share your thoughts with everybody, and we'll discuss it together. How's that? Matt, you want to kick it off? You had a question that while we were talking. Anything you want to ask and bring back up or discuss with us?
Well, we were talking about the ApeCoin, and a lot of people pretty much going back and forth with what's really going on. And I know in your last couple of videos where you were talking about how we can squeeze, we started talking about that before we went live. And I think that you make a lot of really good points on that. And I think a lot of people need to understand that at this point, your shares are more important than you realize. Every single one of your shares can basically destroy this movement, this squeeze. That's what everybody has to understand.
Let me tell y'all something like I was sharing with him. Now, don't throw those numbers up in the chat. How's that for a YouTuber saying, no, don't put nothing in the chat because YouTube gets credit for that, so I get paid. So y'all don't worry about that. If no matter how many shares you have, if you claim to have 5,000, if you claim to have 1,000, if you claim to have 100, if you were like me at one time working at a Sonic and holding on to 3 shares, trying to hope and make the squeeze don't happen before I can get 2 more. All right. If you only have 10, when you wake up on the 19th, you're going to have double the AMC shares you went to bed with. All right. If you had 100 shares, when they do the split, they will give you 100 shares of AMC and 100 shares of APE. It's still AMC. They just calling it to make us feel good. APE. But it's still AMC shares. I now have 200 shares of AMC. I now have 5,000 shares of AMC. I went from 500 shares of AMC to 1,000 shares of AMC on the 19th when they did the split because I got half APE and half AMC. Now, everybody's waiting on AMC to squeeze, was my point. And here's the thing. Right now, we're at 24. On the 22nd, if we close in 24 on the 22nd, that gets cut in half. And AMC is now at $12 instead of 24. And we start this shit all over again. That's what I was saying on the bad side of things. However, if you understand how we control the float, then we control the price. That's what we've been told all year long, right?
Yeah.
You control the float, you control the price. Stop worrying, and they did it. I knew there would be enough outcry over that fucking buy button, and Robinhood now says, no, you can buy and sell on Robinhood now. That's what they want you to do. But you ask yourself, what will you be buying? Because they don't have the shares. You do. I do. Matt does. We sitting back. You say, well, some people are going to sell. Yeah, 10 million people will sell theirs, or 10 million shares will get sold. Is that going to cover them? Come on, people. When that stock opens, if we just sit still and nobody sells, they have to move it up. It's going to start out at 12, half of what it is today, 24. So APE starts at 12. There's no sellers. 15, no sellers. 20, no sellers. 80, no sellers. 150. Yeah, you had a couple people sell out at 150. Fuck it. Now they got a few shares, but they got to hold on to them. See?
Yeah.
They can't resell them back in the market because they got to hold to them. Till this process of us holding until our number gets hit. That's the squeeze you've been waiting on. Fuck
So,
buy button.
well, then it's detrimental also that they don't short it too much. If you think about it,
Who don't short it?
the hedge funds. I mean, that's an issue too.
How are they going to short? Well, you would ask, how are they going to short what they ain't got? But hey, that's what
Hold
we
on.
is right now.
Yeah, yeah, very true. The way that price shut down.
Okay, I'll say this too. We're moving up. We got 158 people. I'm not really looking at the chat. I'm sorry, everybody. Hey, everybody. Because I lose my train of thought and I'm drunk and high, and I don't want to lose my train of thought. Now, when APE hits the market, this is what I think common sense is saying, that APE will run up because it'll be an IPO, number one. You see all this? Everything's not a coincidence, people. Do you see how everybody's being drawn to the IPO market? The fuck is wrong with my light? It's the devil. They're coming for me. IPOs. HD. GDG. See how everybody's being pulled to the IPO market? Do you
Yeah.
realize? It's just to show you APE is going to be an IPO. It's going to open on the market at a certain price, and then it's going to go. But you're learning from these what to expect in APE,
Sure.
because it's going to do that same shit.
They're
You
gonna.
got a question? Yeah, I keep my own hours. No, that's a lie, Cynthia. I keep my dad's hours. Somebody said I drink every day. Well, yeah, don't everybody? Y'all don't drink every day?
You die if you don't drink. Come on now.
I had one friend, she said, you smoke more weed than anybody I've ever known. I'm like, well, you must not know too many people. I smoke my weed
What's the
pretty
equivalent?
high. Pretty good, Eric. I just want to say hello to everybody and to help calm y'all's fear. If y'all relax, APE can be the squeeze. Watch this. Me and Matt was talking about this too. When they split that stock on the 19th and give us APE, say you got 100 shares, they give you 108. The price gets cut in half on the 22nd. When you are able to sell your APE, when the price goes high enough, and it will for a lot of people, you'll be able to buy AMC at half the price. It won't be 24 no more. It'll be 12. And it'll be waiting on you to jump in with your fucking money. That's what I plan on doing. I'm going to really take a lot of my ape money and get more AMC. You say, why would you do that? CSI? Because Adam's got it set up to where he can distribute 5 billion ape shares. So I would anticipate that once we get through this cycle of the rip up to wherever we're going to go, and all the ape shares are gone, Adam will probably either do it then or he'll wait to an earnings call and say he's going to release some more. And we'll have that ape rip again. And we will take our money and put in AMC and strengthen those positions and get more ape. That's my strategy. Yeah.
What if, and now I'm just spitballing here, but what if the high probability that the number of synthetics or the number of ape that he can put into the market? Well, 5 billion is a pretty decent number from everything that I've heard since I've been in this as far as synthetics go.
Yeah.
Clearly.
It's estimated that there's 5 billion synthetics.
I believe it.
And he's got access to 5 billion ape share units, preferred equity units. Question: when did he get access to them 5 billion units?
Good question.
2013. All right, they voted on it in 2013, approved the fact that he could do that with up to 5 billion shares, and he's decided to use it now and make them 8. So, if the logic says there's 5 billion synthetics and there's 5 billion apes, well, then they would have known that in 2013 when they passed the law. So, I mean, is that possible? Sure it is, because these some long-thinking motherfuckers. But is it logical? No, I don't think that has a connection. I think there's 2 3 billion.
I remember, if I remember correctly, when Wes Christian came out, whenever he was counting them, he put up the number count on his Twitter, and it was around like 6 to 10, maybe somewhere around there at that time.
At that time, too.
At that time, I don't know if they've covered it or not. I mean, we had that run up. So, anything's possible.
I've learned so much in this movement, man. BBIG, y'all been suspended.
Yep.
Bad stock. But let me give you some good news. The T35 day is still ticking, which means any FTDs in BBIG will come due on the last T35 day y'all had. So how long y'all been suspended? 2 weeks. All right, so you're 14 days into it. You're almost halfway to where they have to come up with all their FTDs all at once. Can you follow that? T35 resets every day. The only way to fuck over the T35 and make it work is to suspend the stock. If you suspend the stock, all the past FTDs are due, and you're not giving them a chance at boom, 30 days, they turn it back on. Now you owe all them FTDs right now. And what happens? Price skyrockets. It's all meant to be. I did a video called "It's Our Destiny," people. Only people get in the way of our destiny is us. If you buy, listen, the play is ape and the play is not ape. Okay. Ape gives us major rips up to where we can cash out and get more AMC at a half price. at a wholesale price. It's supposed to be 25 right now, 24. So on the 22nd, you're going to be able to buy AMC at 12. So when this motherfucker rips up to 1,000 and people start selling out, where do you think they're going? AMC. And the process is going to repeat itself because the next time Adam Aaron declares, I'm going to drop another 516 million. It starts all over because now I've strengthened my position from my APE shares. I've got double my AMC shares. Now I get double APE. Oh, it just gets, oh my God. Snowballs downhill for them. I don't know. I'm going to get out.
Sure about Melvin?
I believe, yeah, I heard about Melvin.
That's another thing a lot of people got to understand too is if you've been in this play long enough and you're a seasoned ape, you know for a fact all the fuckery that's gone on and all the people that still continue to hold their position. This is going to be the same thing when it comes to ape.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put my microphone on mute. That's my dope man calling me. Let me know if I need some more weed. Hold on.
No, I guess I'll run the.
Talk to everybody. I'll be right back.
All right. Anyway, so like I was saying, guys, what you have to understand is that they are getting liquidated. They are going out of business. If you go back and you look from the first run up that started happening with GameStop until they took away the buy button to all the fuckery that started, where they started basically short ladder attacking. And basically what I think they're doing at this point is they're parking orders. But I mean, what you have to understand is the pivotal point to where we can run as high as we want to, as long as we keep buying into ape. Now, people, like we thought at first was, this is going to be stock dilution. This is going to be stock dilution. Well, when you start looking at it from a bigger picture and you realize that you can actually buy this stuff. And I think that's where a lot of people got this twisted is they were like, well, I'm not going to be able to purchase it. How's this going to work? People started like overthinking things. But then when the brokers started coming out and they're like, yeah, we're going to release this, and then people went, okay, so now you can buy this preferred stock called APE and you can actually make money for the company, which will cause the debt to be released off the table and make us more money. And we're going to shoot up. That's just how it's going to work, guys. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, as far as like when it's going to happen, how fast it's going to happen, it could happen right away because of all the FOMO buying. Just like we had all that FOMO buying when we ran up into the 70s, So you got to keep that in mind. But like Common Sense Investor was saying, you have a situation where you can make life-changing money right now. This is your MOAS.
If you want it. You just gotta do what you've always been told. It's here. You're gonna watch your ape stock go through the fucking roof. Now, I'm gonna tell you what my plans are at that point. If ape hits 1,500, I'm gonna sell 10 shares of ape. I plan on taking half of that and putting in AMC because I can get it at a lower price. They've just cut it in half. So now I can get a whole lot of shares for $12 since they cut it in half. So I'll take half my first sale of ape or second sale of ape at 1,500, put over here in AMC, and the other half I'm gonna put in IPO trading because that's the new hottest trend. And you have a lot of established YouTubers who will be giving us IPO updates. So we will know where the herd's going. But you're going to have to be on Weeble or Moomoo.
Moomoo does it too, yeah.
To pre-order them. Because we get them motherfuckers at $4 and $5, and then they open at 19, and y'all
Yep.
you've seen what the rest of them did. So that's what I plan on doing. When Ape runs, and it's gonna run, I'm gonna take half my money at 1,500 when I sell 10, put over here in AMC, get it cheaper, increase my position, put the rest in the IPO trading. Now, what I anticipate is Adam is going to do this process several times. I'm just curious, is he going to do it in earnings reports? Tell us he's going to add so many more apes? Because, see, if I can double my position over there in AMC using ape, then the next time he gets ape out, I get double again. I got double the ape because I doubled my AMC position. But I will be looking at other things, and we will be looking at other things. I'm going to introduce y'all to some really sweet people in the Discord. We got one girl. I tried to change her name to IPO Queen because that's all she does. And we got an IPO channel set up now because that's going to be the next thing. AMC is going to rip. It's going to rip through ape. And when they convert them, they'll be able to cover their positions without any trouble. We might have to go through a couple rips, but I don't give a fuck. It's going to run to 10,000. I'm pretty fucking sure. Ape will run to 10,000. I'm pretty fucking sure of it.
I think because, you've got people that are nervous about what's about to happen because of all the shit that a lot of the YouTubers put out on diluting the stock and whatnot. There's going to be a lot of sell-offs too, because they're going to try to sell before this thing splits because they're going to think they're going to lose money. And I think that's a big fucking issue.
If I had $10,000 right now,
Yeah.
$100,000 right now, I would buy AMC. If I was in charge of a pension, I would buy AMC right now. Right now, I had to look at the date. No matter if you're in charge of a hedge fund, you better buy AMC right now. Why? So you can get the ape stock. Because the ape's gonna run.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. If we look
What's
at
going on with GameStop? Do you know, did they finally get their dividend?
who
Do you
didn't
even
get
know?
who didn't get a dividend? I heard Germany did not get a dividend.
Well, consensus is that they filed the paperwork wrong through the DTCC. When they did that, it became a regular split instead of a stock split. And from the community, from what I'm hearing, is nobody got a dividend, man. Nobody.
Did they get their stock?
They got the split, but they didn't get the dividend.
That's the fucking dividend was the split.
That's not how they have it filed though through the DTCC.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird.
There, listen, you're splitting hairs on that one because watch this.
Yep, I know.
I learned. I was going to buy BBIG to get the Tide crypto.
Right.
And so I was excited, man. I even made a video of myself doing it. And I didn't know. I learned through reading and humiliation because I was wrong. That the cutoff date was 2 days prior if I was going to get crypto. So I wasted my time and money in BBIG.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get the crypto. So I said, okay. Apparently, cutoff time means what it says.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to get in GME because I wanted that split. And I did. And when I woke up, I had the exact amount of shares of GME I should have. Now, am I supposed to argue with you whether you gave me a regular split or you gave me a dividend? That doesn't fucking matter. People argue taxes. When you make $400,000, then talk about taxes. All right.
Yeah.
But I woke up, my shares was the same. I didn't give a fuck whether. And that's the thing about, are my shares real or are my shares fake? There's only one way for you to know that.
True.
When you push that sell button and it don't work, you knew you just got fucked. All right. But here's the reality of the deal. And I know a YouTuber that I like, a YouTuber I respect disagrees with me. Somebody coffee. YouTuber would disagree with me, but fuck, man, I done lost my train of thought. The music killed me. What y'all want to talk about? Where's Froggy at?
I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought Froggy was on. Well, I'm seeing some of y'all now. Y'all have nothing to worry about. You know, I was talking to somebody earlier, or I was, and they said, "Oh, I knew they was gonna close us below 24 or 25." And I said, "Really? I mean, it's perspective, dude. Chill out. You should look at it as, damn, we closed above 24. Max Payne was 22. We crushed that ass today." It's all perspective. Now, we want our money, and like the old saying goes, it's my money and I need it now. But you only have to hold on this long. This fucking much longer. I don't think they anticipate Ape to do what it's going to do as long as everybody holds. It'll do what AMC's supposed to do. Why? Because it's an AMC stock. It will, if it's at 24 on 22nd, AMC will be at 12 and 12, and it'll be a race. And I mean, it's an AMC stock, people. They doubled your holding in AMC. That's what that means. You say, how many shares you got? I got 25. Okay, great. You've been struggling all year long to get them 25, but guess what? Adam Aaron just gave you 25 free ones. They're just called apes. So all that hard work and all that time and all that stress that we went through all this time, Adam Aaron just doubled your position in AMC for that. That's pretty fucking awesome if you look at it from the right perspective. Because neither stock's going to stay 12 if it closed like it did today on the 22nd. They're not going to stay there. Ape is gone. And like I'm trying to put the word out, quit worrying about rather now. Robinhood says, oh, we'll put the buy button back. Fuck your buy button. Don't mess with my sell button. So that's the stage we are at. Get ready to push the sell button when the number gets to what you want. Why? Adam Aaron made it clear, and he specifically used that word. It's clear that institutions sold their shares to you retail on the 28th. So I'm reading into that, and I'm thinking he's telling them retail gets the first pop at the ape share. Why? Because they bought all the shares back in January. We'll get to y'all in a minute. So if anybody's going to hold a synthetic share, it'll be them because I think he established they don't own those shares. I don't give a fuck what it says on the computer.
No, originally, I remember a couple months out, they said that retail owned institutions own still like 35%. I was like, bullshit. And then all of a sudden the numbers got adjusted and it went higher than that. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Everything's manipulated, man. The charts are manipulated, the graphs are manipulated, the algos are manipulated. You just have to have your conviction. That's all there is to it.
All right. Mark said, how will synthetics be exposed? And if you just sit back and think and use the who, what, where, when, and why technique, who are you going to expose them to? Who are you hoping to expose the shorts to? Who are you want to show? Oh, look, now we got 5 billion. That shit won't change. And they say, we don't give a fuck.
No.
So,
Carry again.
those in the shorts, no, because they don't give a fuck. We've been using them for 2 years. Yeah, they close, and I'm pretty fucked up. I just wanted to come and try to comfort y'all instead of sitting there and make a video and have to clip it and cut it and take out the ums and all the stupid shit that goes with making a video for y'all. I just wanted to come and say hello. Matt, he says you're thinking, what's up? What you thinking about?
I'm always thinking, man. I'm always thinking about the next move. I always try to stay like one step ahead. You have to in this play. Like I said, it's just kind of one of those things where you're gonna have buyer's remorse if you sell at this point. I don't care, like Common Sense Investor was saying, you got all these IPOs coming out, people want to jump on them, they don't have the money, so they go and they sell their shares. Don't sell your AMC. Don't fucking do it.
That is, listen,
no.
Let me do it this way. Matt, will you sell your AMC? I can tell you something else. I was going to ask you, would you sell your AMC to get into an IPO?
No.
Fuck no. But one way that'll stop it for y'all right now is the next good one that you can get into is opening on the 19th. The day you get your shares. The day you get your shares. So do you want to sell your AMC to just miss one play? One play? Fuck that. You've been waiting a year and a half for this. I'm getting in IPOs. That's why I said I put half my profits from APE in AMC and the other half in IPOs. That's the direction. I'm not going to sell out now just to miss one play. There's one next week.
Yep. Was it Global Cloud?
I'm holding.
Same here, brother. Same here. What's that IPO? Global Cloud Technologies, right? GCT?
Yeah, it's GCT.
That's a big one.
A lot of hype behind it.
Yeah, a lot.
For what I'm understanding. Y'all want to hear a story? I've been wanting to tell y'all this story. I'll lose a couple of subscribers, but I don't care. When I was in prison, I escaped from prison. I got sent to Angola, which is Angola. Look it up. I was put in the dungeon for 18 months. There was nothing for me to do but read. So the librarian would come by. I would read the encyclopedia starting at A and work my way through it. I had nothing to do all day to do it, stuck in this little cube for 18 months. Well, I got a hold of a book called Options for Dummies. And I learned about options market. And I told my brother when I got out the dungeon, I got with him and I said, dude, check this out. Read this book. He read it. I said, He was like, damn, we never heard of no shit where you can make so much money in the options market. Well, we got an investor business daily sent to us. We started investing out of prison. My mom did the transactions for us. And we made a lot of money. One of the things that I was studying was IPOs. And when I read about IPOs and I made my little chart where I drew my lines in prison, I'm drawing with a pencil on a white piece of paper instead of doing it on Excel. And I realized how much money could be made in IPOs. I told my brother, I said, man, you realize if a motherfucker's not a millionaire today, it's because he don't want to be. Because there's too much money to be made in the stock market with options and IPOs. And now I forgot that lesson. That's been years ago. But when the hype came up with HKD and then Megal and now the rest of them, I'm reminded of that lesson. That if you're not a millionaire today, you don't want to be. Because you got the awesomest opportunity in the fucking world right now with IPOs. Or let me rephrase that so people don't think. Right now with AMC and what Ape's fixing to bring you, and then you can divide some of your money between that and going in deeper in AMC and going over into the IPO market. Penny stocks don't cut it for me. You know why? They move too fucking slow. A penny stock after you've invested into it, y'all might agree, is like watching an ice cube melt. I can't deal in the penny stock deal. It's like watching a fucking ice cube melt. I need something exciting. I need to know it start out slow. When on my Weeble app, they want to know how much, and I read it says $100 minimum, and I go, okay, boom, fuck it, $100. I'll bet $100. And then if I watch that stock go from $5 to $15, that's a 200% profit. Give me that shit. See you next week, or see you in the next one, which is Friday. You know, you don't have to hit home runs like HKD every time. I'll show you, but I'll show you how not to miss out on them. I'll pull up my trading view and show you how to use the green and the red part. Shows you. I'm expecting I will take 15 a share. So that's where I set my sell price at 15 a share. Now when this bitch opens, it opens at $29 and it starts running up like HKD. Well, I was going to sell at 15, but it's up there at 29, so I can move my sell price up to 22. See, but I was going to lock in profits. If there's a struggle right here, I'm out. But if it runs up there, I'll stop loss up. You can't lose. I mean, you lose when you get greedy in everything in life. I don't give a fuck what it is. People get in the options market, they think they 1,000% HKD did on every IPO. Don't work that way. You're going to score 20%. You're going to score 10%. You're going to score 80%. You're going to score 1,000%. So that's my view on IPOs. I think that's the next thing. We can get in trouble though, because there's something called the daisy chain law. Have you heard about that?
Yep.
I mean, if you purposely get in a stock that you know is hyped up, man, Wall Street's the ones that hypes it up for us.
Well, it's not only that. I mean, shit. They sit there and throw that shit all over the internet and say, this is the next best play. You should get into this. Or then if they don't like it, because they know you're going to make money, they go the opposite way. It's the same shit.
You go right now to the Motley Fool. You click on the Motley Fool because you're going to read the article they got on AMC. And at the end of the article, it's like, let us give you your next 10 picks. How the fuck ain't that enough? How can't me and you talk about this? But they can do that. They can sit back in their fucking country club, in an investment club, little secret side of the country club where 5 guys are in an investment club. And they can sit back and smoke cigars and drink margaritas and talk about stocks and what the 5 of them are going to do. But we can't.
Yeah. Pelosi.
Because we're social media.
Good example. Pelosi. Come on now.
Say,
that says everything.
I'm going to tell you what. My dad told me when I went over there this morning, he said, Hunter just went on vacation with his daddy. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah. He said, they got on an airplane together. I said, where they going? He said, they're going to Maryland. I said, oh, fuck. I said, Hunter ain't making it back. He said, what you mean? I said, don't you remember The Godfather? Michael Corleone told fucking Frito, get in the boat, bitch. You going for a ride. Now here's Hunter getting on the plane with his daddy. I don't think Hunter's coming back. You're going to have a hunting accident.
You got too many memes out there with him smoking crack in the bathtub. It's bad for his image.
You know, one of my favorites was the Smokey and the Bandit one, where he's saying, Daddy, they got my laptop. And he said, I know. I love Smokey and the Bandit. All right, y'all. Hope y'all are a little more fresh. If y'all missed it, just go back and watch the beginning. We talked about the ape stock. Matt had a few questions. We answered them. And I'm thinking go kick back and watch a fucking movie. What am I watching? Oh, Jason's, how you say his name? Jason Stratham. You look kind of like him.
Statham?
Yeah. You see him here in the back?
Yeah.
He's driving or riding in a armored car. He's protecting the armored car. So I got to go finish watching what's going on. All right. Yeah, love y'all. Be blessed. Look, if anybody, I might cut this. I'm at 42 minutes. Anybody can go out right now and buy a Hershey bar. Okay? And inside those Hershey bars is a gold ticket where you get to go to the Hershey factory. Now, what's his name? Charlie something in the chocolate factory.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka in the chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, watch this. Everybody right now can buy AMC. But there's coming a time where there's going to be a cutoff period and you can't. When you buy AMC, you will not get the ape stock. And that ape stock, people, I'm telling you, if you look at it in the right perspective, it is the golden ticket into Willy Wonka's factory. It is a golden ticket. People wonder, should I buy? Should you hold? The numbers you want in AMC, that's the numbers you should expect right now with ape. And then move on. Take your money and go. Whatever your numbers are. Because guess what? If you still have your AMC, you're going to get more ape in the future. And we get to play this game with them all over again. But we'll be playing with a lot of money. Because I expect this ape really. I'm not going to say it's the top. But it's going, I think it'll hit 10 grand. I think it'll hit 10 grand. Some people will be lucky enough to get 10 grand for their shares. Will it go to 100? No, because there's only so many apes. See, ape stock. There's only so many ape stock. When they convert those and hand out some more, the process will start over. So you'll never see 100,000, but you might see 10,000 rips to 10,000. Maybe it only rips 3 times. Come on, man. To $10,000 a share, do you realize how rich you would be? How many years of work is that? When you
True.
cash out, I mean, if I sold all my shares at this price, I can make 16,000. Fuck, I make that. That ain't life changing. Give me something where whatever my what I make right now for 10 years, we'll start there. So within 10 years, I can make 300 grand. Well, then we'll start out at $300,000. All my shares, I'll give it to you. Now I can live good for 10 years while I invest on the side.
Here's my theory, and we talked about this before. You know how we were talking about, like, if this thing ripped the way we wanted it to, it would pretty much cause a depression like we've never seen before. Look at GameStop, look at AMC, look at Tesla. Those are probably the 3 most shorted businesses out there. This play, more than likely, this is a government ordeal to stop from all these rips. That's all this is, guys.
Well, we know, and I'm going to end with this, but we know the DTCC did not allow what, $8 or $9 billion margin call to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did that, you stopped the rip. So you manipulated the market because that money needed to be paid. So it starts way up there with them. When they go, we're going to expose the shorts. To who? They know they're there.
They're all involved. Look at Gensler putting out that video.
FINRA denied Global Tech Industries from giving a crypto dividend.
Right.
Right? If you go to GTII's main page, the very first thing that pops up is if you held the stock here and go sign up and get your Shiba Inu crypto dividend. They paid their people in Shiba Inu in case nobody knew that.
Yeah, on the website.
Yeah.
When you go to, it's got the little logo of the Shiba Inu, right? When you go to it, right?
Well, I got the FINRA report too that said it was Shiba Inu. They were going to give all their shareholders Shiba Inu. FINRA today, well, not today, a couple of days ago, but I was busy with AMC and missed it. FINRA denied their request to let them pay a crypto dividend. I said, hold on, I got the article right here. Make sure I got on the article. GT. Yeah. Very much. This is important. If any short thing anybody else does to fight them, here it is. So you know what works and don't work. But apparently, crypto dividends work because global guys, ladies, regarding your dividend. It says here to officiate the company's request to pay dividend to shareholders. Telling it. I don't know. Can y'all see me?
No, your feed's breaking up real bad.
Yeah, something's wrong. It won't. It's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah, your feed broke up real bad too.
Ah,
See you now.
I can't get screens to do what I wanted to do.
Just pretend like Adam Aaron's over there and you start grilling him. I think your mic's off.
I was cussing my ass off. The United States government prints so much money. Now, there are those criminal elements that try to duplicate that money and counterfeit it, right?
All right.
Counterfeiting is when you make more of a security than there should be. Okay. Now, if you make an iOwn NFT, which can't be counterfeited, but you offer it to people who does not own AMC, that makes you a counterfeiter because they should not have access to that. And I wasn't going to say nothing when he did it the first time, but now he's doing it again. I own Ape. Shareholders of Ape, those that own it, are not the only ones that get it. Members of Investor Connect get it too. Therefore, why would you want to give someone who does not have ownership in AMC or Ape, why would you give those NFTs? That's like counterfeiting. That's more NFTs out there than should be. That's just my view. But I'm getting tired. My voice is sore. And I got right here to smoke. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Everybody feel good? They telling you run, Matt? I don't know what they mean. 10,000 a share. I think so. Possible. Look at Nickel did. Look at what Volkswagen did. It's possible. It's not going to be possible with AMC, I don't think, but it's going to be possible with the 8. But you're going to have to hold on. All right, with that, I guess I'll tell y'all good evening. Don't look at it as we were at 27. We closed above 24. That smashed them. With that, love y'all. Be blessed, and I'll see you.